Hey, this is Mike Renoir, Northwest Fight Scene, NWFightScene.com. I'm here with Pat Bam Bam Healy, a few hours out from weigh-ins. And Pat, how's it going?
It's going great. I wish it was. I was weighed in already, but you know that's part of the game, so it's not too bad this time.
Okay, well now we're here at the hotel, Strikeforce Rockhold versus Kennedy, and you're fighting Mizuto Hirota, a Japanese guy, new to Strikeforce organization. Man, talk about him as an opponent.
He's a super tough guy. You know, he's a champion over in Japan in Sengoku, which is definitely one of their major organizations. Good footwork, good hands. He's done well against guys who try to take him down and beat him up, and you know, so that should make for an interesting fight.
Now, have you done a lot of research on him? Or do you like to watch a lot of tape on people before you fight them?
You know, I do at the start of the camp just to you know, get his tendencies, whatever I can pick up, get the game plan. But after that, I don't really see the point. You know, you've seen it. You know, I plan to do what I want to do in the fight, not what he's gonna do in the fight.
Sure, sure. Now, size difference. He's a pretty small lightweight. Do you think that's going to play into your hands, or how does that work for you in your mind?
Yeah, it's a huge advantage for me. I mean, I've always done really well against smaller lightweights. I'm a really big lightweight. My style is you know, kind of like a Greco-Roman style where I'm wearing on a guy a lot, making him carry my weight. So if they've never gone against a really big opponent, it can really take its toll on you, and you know, that's part of the plan. I plan to use it in the fight.
Okay. Now, you know, you're only 28 years old. You've had a lot of pro fights. You lost a few early on, but the last few years you've really been on a roll. Talk about that development and kind of where you felt like you turned the corner.
You know, I learned from a lot of. I got to do some camps with like BJ Penn, Martin Campman. Kind of saw what they were doing in their training that I wasn't doing in mine, and that helped me a great deal. You know, I was always just like a sparring guy. Hey, let's get in there, let's bang, let's spar hard, and then call it a day. And I really learned that, man, you got to put a lot of work into technique and, you know, developing your skills. So I mean, the sparring has its place, but you know, I've fought so much and done that for so long. It's a much smaller place than it used to be.
Sure. I was talking with someone and said that you've been over in Hawaii. Talk about the training over there.
Oh man, I mean, for one, Hawaii's paradise. You know, you wake up, it's 75 degrees. You actually feel like stretching out. You move. It feels great. So that just makes the training easier. And then, you know, getting to work in BJ's camps, he brings in a ton of great guys. You know, the Ellenberger brothers were there. We had the #1 ranked guy in Greco-Roman for the U.S. You know, just a plethora of talent, and so, you know, not only are you working with BJ, who's, you know, one of the greatest lightweights of all times, you know, you're working with those guys too, and you know, you get your rounds in with BJ, but you have so much extra time, you end up working out with those guys too, and you know, that's a huge advantage.
Awesome, awesome. Now, getting back to the fight here in Portland, your hometown, you're not on the main card. Obviously, that's going to be a disappointment to you. But what does it mean for you to be fighting in front of your hometown crowd?
Oh man, it's huge. I mean, I had a section of 150 tickets that sold out like 2 weeks ago. So I'm gonna have a ton of support there, tons of friends and family. So, you know, I grew up fighting in the Roseland Theater with the same type of thing. Everybody there supporting me. So I'm pretty excited for this, and you know, I hope all the fans are too.
Right on. Now, a little bit off topic. You had a hell of an experience last year. You went over to China for a while and did some training and trained some guys over there. Man, talk about that experience.
Man, China was unbelievable. Completely different than what everybody will tell you. I had all these people before I went telling me, oh, you need to watch this and watch that. And they had never been to China, and it showed once I got there. It's a great place. People are awesome. They don't have this same kind of the U.S. You only get the respect and like privileges if you're wealthy or have status. Over there, it's a different level of respect. You know, they treat you once you build rapport with someone, just like you're a huge celebrity or something, just regular people, and then the training. I mean, there was like 100 athletes, who lived and breathed, and all they did was train. They call it an athletic university, but they didn't take any classes. All they did was train, and a lot of them have been there since they were 8, 10 years old. So, they had a lot of really good stand-up techniques, and, they were developing their MMA really well, and, I was really happy to be a part of it.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Pat, I appreciate your time today. We'll let you get to your massage here before the weigh-ins. Anyone you'd like to thank? Any sponsors? Anyone else?
Yeah, a huge thing for me was getting MMA Elite. They welcomed me into the family, and it's going to be a long-term deal, so I'm super excited about that. Really want to thank those guys. My guys that float on, they always take care of me. I float once a week over there in the isolation tanks, and that's like a dream come true. It focuses my mind so much. My man Anthony, who does my massage work, and he's working a couple other projects we got in the works. So stay tuned for that.
All right. Well, hey, appreciate your time, Pat. We look forward to seeing you in there on Saturday night at Rose Garden, Mizuto Hirota, and good luck to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.